Hello, everyone. Today we're going to talk about perhaps the most important thing you need to be very, very successful in the stock market. And also share with you how I keep up with the markets while working a full time job, basically an 8 to 5. So let's get to it. The most important thing you need to be successful in the stock market is to be updated, to be up to date on the information because knowledge is power. It goes for everything. It will also go for the stock market. You have to figure out how do you like to consume the information. Do you like to read or do you like to listen to videos? Me personally, I like YouTube. YouTube is so helpful. You can find so many creators, people that you can follow and see their communities and get so much knowledge. And to me, that's what pretty much helped me the most. So I want to share with you some content creators and explain to you what I use them best for and how I keep up. Then this is how I keep up with the markets. First one I want to talk about is Amit. Amit has been doing this for I think 5 years, and I've been watching him. I think when he first started, because he was one of the first Palantir guys that made videos on it. I was new to Palantir. I didn't know much about it, so I started searching Palantir and found his videos and been up to date to his content since. And it has improved a lot since. So what he does now, what I usually most use him for, is the market open and the market close. So he does two shows every single day, a live podcast every single day that talks about all the news in the morning and all the news in the afternoon. So you get the whole day covered. What I do, I got out of work at 5 p.m. On my drive home, I drive an hour. I put him at 1.5 speed and I listen to everything. So by the time I get home, I'm caught up to everything. So very thankful for Amit. Huge help, and his community is amazing. The next person I use is Joseph Carlson. Uh, he put my mindset to understanding powerful companies, looking at balance sheets, looking at how much cash they're making, and what's the potential future for that company. He likes monopolistic companies. His analysis on companies is so great. So even if you learn how he looks at things and take that, put it in your own practice, and that way it helps you figure out stocks that you're questioning and want to look at, I would strongly recommend Joseph Carlson. The next person, it's Jeremy. Jeremy would be always saying he flipping flapjacks and all that guy, but he's an OG. Been in the started pretty much almost started a community a long time ago. He was one of the first Tesla guys before Tesla was a thing. Made a lot of money, and what's really cool about him, also with Joseph Carlson, they show their portfolio value. So you actually see how much money they have in their portfolios, and you get to watch it throughout their whole journey and see how much money they make. Jeremy is now a multi-millionaire, so kudos to him. But his content is very helpful. He has diamond hands, so he doesn't sell when things go down because he's been in the markets for so long. So it's when you're panicking and you're afraid and you're thinking about selling, I will go watch Jeremy because he'll probably teach you to buy and you end up buying, which is a great thing when things are at a discount. Next person I want to talk about is Couch Investor. He makes a lot of videos about almost a lot of stocks. I like his analysis as well. He shows a lot of the fundamentals. Recommend him. A hidden gem, Cash Flow Chronicles. One thing I forgot to mention with Amit, he brings on a guy called Chris Patel. Chris Patel is very, very smart, and you can also find him on Cash Flow Chronicles. Sorry, Matt Money, but you're also awesome as well. That's the guy, actually, the other co host. Um, he always gets shit for everybody listens to Chris Patel, but not him. But he's also pretty good, very knowledgeable about the gas sector, like the natural gas and all these fields. So I like their analysis. I like to watch anything that has Chris Patel's face on it because you learn so much from him as well. Also, the Hidden Edge Pod, you can find Chris Patel on there as well. So it's a pretty good thing. So let's talk about analysts. There's an analyst, two analysts that I like to watch. These are the people that work for, Wall Street that kind of tell you what's going on with the markets. Typically, I don't trust these guys. Like Jim Cramer, don't trust that guy. My opinion, at least. But guys like Tom Lee get a lot of hate because they're permeable. People think that all they say is the stock market going up. But can you blame them? the stock market does always go up, but they provide key content, key information, and he also has a ETF called Granny Shots for like the basketball shot. I strongly recommend it to new investors. It's probably a good way to outperform other ETFs. Another person too that I listen to is Dan Ives. He was one of the first Wall Street guys to say Palantir is going to be a big thing. He finally understood it. There's two things I want to kind of share with you real quick. There's something called dumb money and smart money. Dumb money is pretty much people like me, retail investors, regular people that don't do this a full time. So Wall Street will call us dumb money, and smart money is obviously Wall Street. Now, if you really think about it, with this community and all these content, all this free information, education, and people telling all their resources, all these hours of gathering information and sharing it, if you consume that and put that to practice, if you believe it or not, dumb money has been outperforming smart money. When the recent crash happened, smart money was on the sidelines. They got scared. They pulled out their money. And what dumb money was doing, the retail investors, they were buying and buying a boatload of shares. And now we're sitting back and watching our returns while smart money is panicking and buying stocks now because they missed the ride. So it's very important to find that community, find people that you trust. I hope these people bring some help to you, and I'll see you on the next one.